What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here hanging out. I'm Jared, this is LVME, and you know what we're doing. This is Smokin Reaction today, and we're checking out some new music from the homie Boosie BadAzz. Now, Boosie, if you are unfamiliar with Boosie BadAzz, let's talk about it for just a minute before we get to the music. All right, the song is called Rocket Man, and we're going to dive into that. But if you don't know who Boosie is, like, Boosie is a very well-known Southern rapper. Like, Southern hip-hop and Southern rap, like, is like the close cousin to country rap. Like, if you're watching this channel, I got a lot of people in my subscribers who like down with Adam Calhoun, Upchurch, all those. Boosie is like an OG in Southern hip-hop, all right? He's like 40 years old now. He's got a lot of music put out. He's got something like 40 mixtapes, 10, 11, 12 studio albums, a bunch of collaborations. But he's been rapping a really long time. Like, he actually started back in 1999. He was put on by a guy named C-Loc down in Baton Rouge. Now, C-Loc was a real famous Southern rapper in Baton Rouge back in the early or mid-90s. He had his own record label, or was part of a record label that had a hip-hop collective called Concentration Camp. All right, and Lil Boosie, as he was called then, was put on Concentration Camp, and he was the youngest rapper on there. And then in 2000, he released his debut album when he was nothing but 17 years old, and it was called Youngest of the Camp, which is a reference to being in the collective Concentration Camp. He left C-Loc's record label, and he next signed with Pimp C's label, which you might find interesting if you're in this group of people who happen to be watching this channel that are down with Adam and country rap. Adam just released Country Rap Tunes, his last and final rap album, and if you've seen the cover, which is this color portrait of Adam, that color portrait of Adam is a tribute to Pimp C, the guy that we're talking about that put out Boosie's second album, which was called, what was it, For My Thugs, I do believe, and this was off Trill Entertainment with Pimp C's stuff. So, since then, Boosie's gone on to have a very long career, and this year in 2022, he released an album called Heartfelt, which I enjoyed quite a bit. Good shit. This is called Rocket Man. We're going to check it out, and I'm going to say just one other thing real quick. I am well aware Boosie is involved in some controversy, and if I could ask you all, please, like, I don't want to discuss it in my comments. I'd really rather not. I actually have a whole video out there about him and Upchurch and a lot of the Creek Squad that got upset about, you know, him doing a video with Boosie and a song with Boosie. Dude, you either understand Boosie or you don't, and you shouldn't take him too serious. And in my opinion, no, he's not racist, and no, he's not a terrible father. He's just a guy who says outrageous stuff sometimes. And I mean, I don't think Upchurch goes around making music with racist people. I'm very confident of that. But I'll tell you what he is, and what we're here for is music, because music brings people together, and I think we need to focus on what brings us together, not what brings us apart these days. I think a lot of you would agree with that. So we're going to check this out, Rocket Man. Now look, this is your first time hanging out with me. Number one, thank you. I hope you'll consider subscribing, maybe giving a thumbs up. But listen, I'm going to pause this video from Boosie, and we're going to talk about the bars. We're going to talk about the music. So if you haven't seen it yet, and that's going to like drive you nuts because you haven't heard the song yet, click right down there in my description. There's a link to Boosie's channel, to this video. You go there, you watch that video. If you like it, you give him a thumbs up. Sub to him, give him a comment. Bounce back here, hang out with me. Maybe we'll smoke down a little bit. We'll talk about this music, all right? Now let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Let's pop this up on screen. And we're going to bounce over here, make it big screen. I'm going to scooch my ass over this way. Smoke this bowl. Benefits of being in a legal state. Let's check this out, everybody. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit here. And let's see what Boosie's got to say. Rocket Man.
What up, Tip, nigga? I feel like the realest nigga in the world right now. Smoking on this exotic weed. Some shit that touches soul. Real facts that they don't want to be real facts.
All right, I'm going to stop it real quick. Number one, the beat is very awesome. I'm digging that. Of course, he's smoking. I'm smoking. I'm digging that. he said he's the realest brother in the game, and I will say that is something that Boosie is known for. He's a real G, man. Boosie's real as shit. He'll say it, he lives it. He's a fucking OG for real. And I like this kind of jazzy vibe we got coming in here. It's gonna mix nice. Boosie's got a unique voice. If this is your first time hearing him, I think you'll agree it'll go well with this music. Pop it back just a couple seconds.
Some shit that touches soul. Real facts that they don't want to be real facts. From the heart right here, baby. I never been the type to name drop, a game drop. I let the same haters take the same shots. They'll humble up when they ain't.
So I've never been a type to name drop, a game drop. I like that. I like that. You like his voice right there? All right, let's go back. I'll let him go a little bit. I like how he came in with that.
Right here, baby. I never been the type to name drop, a game drop. I let the same haters take the same shots. They'll humble up when they ain't hot. Hoping that them games stop, like hoping rain stop. Like when I heard.
Listen to how he's just sticking with this rhyme flow. Really dope. We're gonna run that back to the beginning. He's carrying us out a bit, but I like what he said about the haters. He said they're gonna run till they ain't hot. But everything is sticking with the same name drop, game drop rhyme scheme. Very nice. Let's roll with it. I'll let it play for a while.
From the heart right here, baby. I never been the type to name drop, a game drop. I let the same haters take the same shots. They'll humble up when they ain't hot. Hoping that them games stop, like hoping rain stop. Like when a hurricane hit it for your block. No, he not who people think he is. Let's see if you gon' still be solid in your wrinkle. Them stepping on me, those are really fears. Changing on me, my ops piling up against me and they ganging on me. And they ain't even gangster, this is danger. Social media make you hit the bottom. Instagram got a want a ball. Instagram.
I will pause it there for a minute. He's saying a lot. Saying a lot of things. It looked like was that Al Sharpton that appeared in that video? I do believe it was. Yeah, I believe that's Al Sharpton, isn't it? Not like I keep up with Al too much. Talking about social media, stress you out, make you hit the bottle. Instagram, get him in some trouble. Yeah. Boosie's the type, like when he's live on Insta, on social media, he'll just say shit. You know what I mean? He says what pops into his mind. Sometimes it sounds outrageous. It is what it is. And sometimes I think he just says shit because it is outrageous and it gets him some noise in social media. Like, he's a very smart motherfucker. He's very business savvy. He's made as far as I understand, it's not like I'm all up in his fucking business, but to the best of my knowledge, he's made some very intelligent moves in real estate that have had some great profits. He's putting out, like, I believe he has his own label that he's putting all these things out. So he is basically independent. He puts out his own movies now, which a lot of people, you know, they might look at the numbers and be like, oh, only 1 million down, because I think he said he got 1 million views on it, something. I'm not certain, but you don't need a humongous audience when you control the distribution, production, and you're keeping all of the profits after that bit of overhead. He's a very, very entrepreneurial savvy guy, but he does get in trouble, like he said, on social media, make him want to hit the bottle.
When they ain't hot, hoping that them games stop, like hoping rain stop. Like when a hurricane hit it for your block. No, he not who people think he is. Let's see if you gon' still be solid in your wrinkle.
I'm not sure what he means when he says he's not who people think he is. Initials Al Sharpton. Like, he's not talking about him, but I don't know what he's talking about.
Them stepping on me, those are really fears. Changing on me, my ops piling up against me and they ganging on me. And they ain't even gangster, this is danger. Social media make you hit the bottom. Instagram got a want a ball. Instagram got you on the model. Go in the hood, shake my head, it be hard to fold. Little kids don't even know God no more. Feel me now?
So he goes in the hood and he gets sad because little kids don't even know fucking God no more. That's true, man. Things have changed. Even everywhere from the hood to suburbia. Everything is different, man. People's basic values aren't the same anymore. You know, like core values that like your grandparents had are not the things that this current generation, this whatever comes after millennials, or they're not experiencing that at all, are they? That's what he's saying right there.
Shake my head, it be hard to fold. Little kids don't even know God no more. Feel me now, this world so feminine, so watch your child. He's 16, you got a son, get him some pussy now. How can you tell a woman what to carry in her stomach? When she feeling that's a cancer in her fucking stomach.
Okay. Let me bounce this back. He said a couple things of some conflicting political views, I do believe. Let's see if we can decipher that here.
Don't even know God no more. Feel me now. This world so feminine, so watch your child.
So this world is so feminine, so watch your child, I think is what he said.
Child, he's 16, you got a son, get him some pussy.
He said he's 16, you got a son, get him some pussy now. Well, that's a controversial thing to say. All right. I think because Boosie has had some conflict with the trans community in the past, I believe that's what he's referring to, but I could be wrong. I'm not putting words in the man's mouth, and I'm not saying that he is a hater necessarily of that. He knows a lot of, I don't need to get up in the man's business. I just say that there has been some controversy around him talking about, I think it was Dwayne Wade's son or whatever's going on there. I ain't gonna pretend I keep up on that shit. I don't.
So feminine, so watch your child. He's 16, you got a son, get him some pussy now. How can you tell him?
So he's saying that on one way that, I think his basic, it sounds to me, the way I interpret that is he wants his son to be manly and follow a masculine path, not the feminization of men. And then on the flip side, he's going right into talking about how can you outlaw abortion and tell a woman that she can't take care of what's growing inside of her own body. So it's kind of like two conflicting, viewpoints right there. Because Boosie's a complicated man, like most of us, right?
Woman, what to carry in her stomach? When she feeling that's a cancer in her fucking stomach. Can I vent? Can you ask me how I'm feeling before you ask for rent? You don't feel.
He said, "Can I vent? Can you ask me how I'm feeling before you ask for rent?" So he's just like, "Man, why don't you ask me how I'm doing before you just hit me up for fucking money?" And it's no coincidence he's saying this while he's counting out fat stacks of money.
Tell a woman what to carry in her stomach. When she feeling that's a cancer in her fucking stomach. Can I vent? Can you ask me how I'm feeling before you ask for rent? You don't feel like that because you fucking can't. Your ego made you turn on your people. You crash, nigga, crash. You was the shit in high school. What happened? Bitches trying to take our life from some shit that we rap. I'm from South Baton Rouge. What I'ma put in the tab? When I saw cocaine coming out the.
Talk about what he's seen in the hood. Back in the game down in South Baton Rouge. Yeah, he's from a real area. His dad was a pastor. His mom was working in the school, I think. It's kind of funny. Like I knew a lot of preachers' kids when I was growing up, and I knew a lot of G's. Like I hung around nothing but G's when I was growing up, and it was always the preachers' kids that were the worst. Like I got in a lot of trouble. I got sent to a lot of private, like little Christian schools, right? And in that zone, you meet a lot of kids who are preachers' kids. Man, they were always the ones, had everybody fooled, all the adults fooled. It's kind of funny. Boosie's a preacher's kid too.
You fucking can't. Your ego made you turn on your people. You crash, nigga, crash. You was the shit in high school. What happened? Bitches trying to take our life from some shit that we rap. I'm from South Baton Rouge. What I'ma put in the tab? When I saw cocaine coming out the top of the cab. Late night flights, bitch, thugging with sad. I kept the.
Yep. Say from he was growing up, seeing other drug dealers and fucking fights, knives and guns and fucking bangers. It was a tough area he grew up in. It was like Garfield Street or something, if I remember right.
At the top of the cab. Late night flights, bitch, thugging with sad. I kept the pledge, but I ain't used it. I was nasty. Scorpio will make you raw dog a hoe. Who you call a hoe? Did BG make parole? Hell no. Was you mad? No, I understand how the jail go. When see murder hit this motherfucker.
You always said, did your BG make parole? BG's a baby gangster, if you want to. OG's a original gangster. BG is like the opposite spectrum of the OG. BG's a baby gangster.
life from some shit that we rap. I'm from South Baton Rouge, what I'ma put in the tab? When I saw cocaine coming out the top of the cab. Late night flights, bitch, thuggin' with Sad. I kept the plastic, but I ain't used it, I was nasty. Scorpio will make you raw dog a hoe, who you call a hoe. Did BG make parole? Hell no. Was you mad? No, I understand how the jail go. When see murder hit this motherfucker here, he gon' say this nigga here talking shit and he gon' pass it down the tip with my city. Every week I'm missing 3. I'm like, damn, I need my nigga back. They say I rap my fan to the grave. Why am I feeling that? Talk that shit. No, it's a roof, but these stars say where my ceiling at. Talk that shit, boo. Can't 2 minutes stitch boss man on they fitted cap. Talk that shit. Rappers used to be heroes, now they shoot us down like we free throws, like killing.
Rappers used to be heroes, now they shoot us down like we free throws. Yeah, man, ain't no other genre of music where more people are getting killed than in hip-hop. It's crazy. There's just been a rash of deaths in hip-hop lately. Maybe some smaller level guys that if you don't really pay attention to the genre, you might not know about it, but we all hear about the big ones. We all hear about the big ones. Fucking... You know, the real obvious ones like Tupac and Biggie and Nipsey and fucking Jam Master Jay and the ones people forget.
The rapper, the G code. Talk this shit, popping perks, shooters down this box.
Something about the G code. I like that.
Boss man on they fitted cap. That shit. Rappers used to be heroes, now they shoot us down like we free throws, like killing the rapper, the G code. Talk this shit, popping perks is cooler than selling kilos. Talk this shit, women showing.
He said, talk that shit now, popping perks is cooler than selling kilos. Yeah, it used to be like gangster rap, rapping about selling drugs. Now they're rapping about taking pills. I'd rather hear about selling drugs, frankly.
Talk this shit, popping perks is cooler than selling kilos. Talk this shit, women showing too much, looking like cheapo. And
so the women showing too much, looking like cheap hoes. Yeah, man, that's hip-hop these days. Like, Tom McDonald actually points that out a lot. You know, like, the thicker the booty, usually the worse the rapper is, right? They just keep you distracted when you're watching the video. Like look at fucking, what's his name? Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like, I've seen a couple of his videos of here when that little snitch got out of jail or whatever the fuck it was doing. He released a couple of them. I don't remember the music, but yeah, I mean, it was easy on the eyes, that's for sure. But Boosie's right. Boosie's old school.
Free throws like killing the rapper, the G code. Talk this shit, popping perks is cooler than selling kilos. Talk this shit, women showing too much, looking like cheapo. And I hope you know when she
like that he rhyming cheapos with G code. Yeah.
No, they gon' try to take you before you take off. Long live Migo, Rocket Man.
So long live Migo. Speaking of people who just got shot, I mean, who get killed in this game.
Looking like cheapo. And I hope you know and she know. They gon' try to take you before you take off. Long live Migo, Rocket Man. This world makes me wanna fly away now on a Rocket Man. I need the whole world to sing this shit with me. Let's go.
He said, Rocket Man, this world makes me wanna fly away. Yeah, homies. It's fucking stressful out there these days, isn't it? It's stressful. That's why I like watching this music with you all, man. We can come together. We can talk about the shit. Even if you don't like the song, we can talk about it. We can fucking come together, hang out, fucking find some common grounds.
Go. I got all these chains on me like a Rocket Man. It's gonna be hard to stop. Now since I'm older, man, it's hard to watch it. Black on black crime, I was the carbon cop. My hustle different, man, I starved and got it. My money different, I produced it, acting and directing, shot.
Black on black crime is a real thing, man. It's very unfortunate.
Since I'm older, man, it's hard to watch it. Black on black crime.
Since I'm older, man, it's hard to watch.
It's gonna be hard to stop. Now since I'm older, man, it's hard to watch it. Black on black crime, I was the carbon cop. My hustle different, man, I starved and got it. My money.
So my hustle different now. He ain't in that fucking game no more. Not like back in the day.
different. I produced it, acting and directing, shot the.
He's producing, he's acting, he's directing, he's shooting the shit.
It all. Never hurt no one, didn't deserve the vibe. Them niggas died for shooting the other pot. The blinking eye. Tears in my eyes as I'm looking at the world change. Hypnotized by.
You know, he went to prison. We'll dive into all that, but he got out. What they charged him with did not stick. He was released for the most part. The drug charges that he got sent to prison for was on some weed bullshit. It's some bullshit. It's fucking marijuana.
Money as I'm looking at the girls' church. Ain't shit. Men turning to women trying to play girls' sport. Get your ass out that pool and go try Michael Phelps. Ain't too many left. Everybody.
Wait. What did he say?
Tears in my eyes as I'm looking at the world change. Hypnotized by money as I'm looking at the girls' church. Ain't shit. Men turning to women trying to play girls.
He said, hypnotized by money while I'm watching the girls change. Men turn into women.
By money as I'm looking at the girls' church. Ain't shit. Men turning to women trying to play girls' sports.
Trying to play girls' sports. That's a real thing. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all, man. They say, why don't you go swim in a pool with Michael Phelps? Because that swimmer made such a big splash. Haha. It made a lot of noise when she won. But like she beat the other swimmers. If I remember, it's like by like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, which in swimming is unheard of. Like that's ridiculous. It's absurd. And I certainly don't agree with like Fallon Fox, who's an MMA fighter who used to be a man and is now a woman fighting against women who have always been women. I think it's fucking crazy. And Boosie is entitled to his opinion if he thinks that that's fucked up too, man. You do you. Like, I really don't care what people want to do to their own body and shit. But when you start using that body to then compete against other people who don't have those advantages, it's a problem in my mind.
I'm looking at the girls' church. Ain't shit. Men turning to women trying to play girls' sport. Get your ass out that pool and go try Michael Phelps. Ain't too many left. Everybody think about death. God mad with everybody out here. He coming back soon. Death and black my eye like a motherfucking raccoon. Always speak my mind. I deserve a fucking statue. Seen how people love you, then they hate you when you got it. A lot of days I wake up and won't jump up on the rock and leave this motherfucker with my family and my posse. With my bitch and a whole lot of good exotic 8-corner pocket.
I love that whole. I'm not gonna break down everything he said. You can basically hear it for yourself, man. That he is spitting right here, though. He is spitting. Man, he feels what he's saying.
Death done blacked my eye like a motherfucking raccoon.
He said death done blacked his eyes like a motherfucking raccoon. At least I think that's what he said. Man, that's a bar that I feel. Yeah, man. I feel you, bro. It done fucked me up too. Bad.
Ain't too many left. Everybody think about death. God mad with everybody out here. He coming back soon. Death done black my eye like a motherfucking raccoon. Always speak my mind. I deserve a fucking statue. Seen how people love you, then they hate you when you got it.
He said, I always speak my mind. I deserve a motherfucking statue. I like it, this whole set right here. I'll let it play back now.
Back soon, death and black my eye like a motherfucking raccoon. Always speak my mind, I deserve a fucking statue. Seen how people love you, then they hate you when you got it. A lot of days I wake up and won't jump up on the rock and leave this motherfucker with my family and my posse, with my bitch and a whole lot of good exotic 8-corner pocket. Still in the hood, I'm a reverend with this. Hey, fuck the police and who telling them shit. Be grateful, I know some niggas, man, who never been lit. Them same niggas there, never gon' quit. I was you before, hoping pimp.
He said be grateful. He knows people they never popped off, but they still trying out there, right? I think that's what he's saying. That's what I took out of what he said right there.
Never been lit. Them same niggas there, never gon' quit. I was you before.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he's saying. He said, man, he knows motherfuckers ain't never been lit, but they still ain't never gonna quit. Where we all need.
And a whole lot of good exotic, 8-corner pocket. Still in the hood, I'm a reverend with this. Hey, fuck the police and who telling them shit. Be grateful, I know some niggas, man, who never been lit. Them same niggas there, never gon' quit. I was you before, hoping Pimp C put me on a song in the studio.
See, so right there, it said, I was you before Hope and Pimp C put me on a song in the studio. This was talking about Pimp C in the beginning of this video, which ties it back into Adam Calhoun. Those of you that might be watching what I'm saying at the top. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, his Southern rap roots go deep, and Southern rap is basically like the first cousin of country rap. Today's country rap.
Them shit, be grateful, I know some niggas, man, who never been lit. Them same niggas there, never gon' quit. I was you before, hoping Pimp C put me on a song in the studio. Hoping hoes take they thongs off for a Boosie float. I guess I'm blessed, I be cancer and some shootings, yo. But Boosie.
Yep, I guess I'm blessed. I be cancer and some shootings, yo. Yep, that's that. You be cancer. You've been shot at. You've been charged up on some shit. Went to jail, beat that shit. Came out, still a success. I find Boosie inspirational, man.
Boosie still remain the realest nigga in the studio.
Yeah.
People gotta stop being mad when a nigga blow. Can you stop talking about my past and help Boosie grow? Rocket Man.
You stop talking about my past and how Boosie grow. Yep. People grow. People change. People evolve. And the smart ones and the real ones recognize that and try to enhance it in their life. And Boosie does that. You can tell by listening to his music.
When a nigga blow, can you stop talking about my past and help Boosie grow? Rocket Man. This world makes me wanna fly way now on a rocket, man. I need everybody to put their cups up and sing it with me. I got all these chains on me like a rocket, man.
I still can't believe he got killed like that. That shit was crazy, man. Awesome, like, so much has happened in my life since November 1st. But if I remember right, it's off a dice game, wasn't it? Dice game in a bowling alley. It's crazy. But man, that was a great song. I really, really liked that. The music was great. I think Boosie's flow went with that really good. I liked everything about that song. That was a jam. That's going on my playlist. I want to know what you all thought of that. Please let me know in the comments. If you dug that, you should check out some more of Boosie's catalog, dude. Not everything is awesome. I don't like every bit of music Boosie's put out, but dude's put out like 60 tapes, like I was saying earlier, or whatever you want to call them these days. So there's a lot of fucking music there. You'll probably find something that you like. So let me know in the comments. Hit me up. I will get back to as many comments as I possibly can. Thank you so much for hanging out. I love it when y'all do that. I'll catch you on the next video. All right, everybody. Peace.